Fusion Technical is a ERP, and ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. And Oracle Fusion is a ERP product. And within Oracle Fusion, there are multiple job roles like a Fusion Technical or a functional, techno-functional. And let me open Excel. So let me introduce what is ERP first. If you see here, ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. And in the market, there are multiple vendors. They have produced their own, they have developed their own ERP tool. So SAP has their own ERP tool. Oracle has their own multiple ERP tools like Oracle EBS, Oracle Fusion. See here, Oracle Applications, Oracle Fusion. Both are Oracle's ERP tools. One is on-premises, Oracle Application is on-premises, Oracle Fusion is a cloud ERP. In the market, there are multiple competitors like SAP. There are multiple ERP tools in the market like JD Edwards, Siebel, CRM, Workforce, Workday, and Oracle Fusion and Oracle Application. So out of all these ERPs, the topmost competitors are SAP and Oracle. And coming to Oracle, Oracle has two ERP products. One is Oracle Application, Oracle Fusion. Oracle Application is on premises, where we will be having a complete control of the application, like a database of backend and front end, where we can do more customizations. So there will be more technical work. Coming to Oracle Fusion, it's a cloud ERP and fully controlled by Oracle. The ERP placed in the Oracle cloud servers, and it will be controlled by Oracle only. So we don't have a direct access to the database. So less coding. The maximum coding part is like building queries for reporting purpose, select statements. Rest all like user friendly, like data migrations, integrations, customizations, page personalizations, kind of things. Okay, coming to ERP, in all the ERPs, you can find quite common pillars like a financial pillar, supply chain management, HCM, CRM. So there are many. So you can find in Oracle Fusion or an Oracle application, any ERP, there are around 200 modules. And they have categorized a group of modules like finance modules, like within finance, there can be multiple modules like finance related modules like fixed assets, account payable, account receivable, general ledger, cash management comes under finance area. Supply chain management like inventory, product data hub, and procurement, order management, work in process, BOM, bills of material. All those comes under chain management. And coming to HCM, HR related modules like global HR, payroll, absence, time and labor, and recruitment. So HR related activities like onboarding activities, recruitment activities, they have created one module for that. And learning within organization, employee learning activities or employee payment activities, payroll related tasks. They have made it as a module, payroll module, and employee absence related activities. They made it as a module called absences, and timesheet related, time and labor. So those group of modules comes under a pillar called human capital management, HCM, human capital management. SCM, supply chain management. Supply chain management. Fin stands for finance. CRM, customer relationship So you can find the same pillars in SAP also. Finance modules in SAP, they call it as a FICO. Supply chain related SD or MM. And for a HR related solution in SAP HCM is there. SAP HCM. And in the market, HR related solution already Workday, Workforce are there. Workday, Workforce, HR related ready-made product available in the market. Some of the students they trained on Oracle Fusion technical, and they worked. They recruited with that knowledge. They converted our students to Workday as a freshers. So a person who trained on Oracle HCM, who has knowledge on HCM, they can easily move on to Workday or Workforce. Same subject, HR related solutions. So MBA HR, for them, most suitable part is HCM. And finance part, even finance, those who are comfortable with finance area like accounts, end user work, or chartered accounts, or MBA finance, or MFM, MCOM, commerce graduates are more eligible for finance area. More eligible means they can able to easily understand and easily move. A technical background like a BTech or MSc computers, for them they might not face the finance area and not much comfortable. But even though if you are interested, if you are, you can learn and pick up in a suitable area. There won't be any restriction. Finance candidate should go for finance, or HR background candidate should go for HCM. Like that, there won't be any limitation. Based upon interest, we can go. But they may ask you during interview, how you got a chance, being a HR person, how you got a chance to work on finance. MBA HR candidate, how you got a chance to work with finance? Yeah, internally I got selected. Internally they have taken me as a fresher and they trained me. And yeah, all the BTech candidates were there, or all freshers. Like assume that TCS has picked 100 people as a fresher. They are not checking HCM background or finance background. They are just recruiting as per their policies. Like they may go for their own test screening, and once they recruited, they will allocate a few people for 10 people for Workday, 10 people for HCM, 10 people for SAP, or and they'll make them to train and make them to work for a couple of years. Again, after that, they may move them to other tool also, like CBIL or CRM or anything. So it is not a matter of qualification. It goes based upon the project requirement. The same thing we can use. So the general part of training, how we need to answer few questions. And okay. So even my background is BSc computers, MSc computers, but I'm working on finance area. So our profile is techno-functional, more on to technical. Coming to job roles, what kind of, see here, Oracle Fusion Technical Consultant, Oracle Fusion Techno-Functional Consultant, and fusion technical, pure technical. Ours is a techno-functional. 70% technical, 30% functional. So if you keep on increase that functional partner, later you can switch to functional role also. So there are many of our students with this knowledge once they enter into the industry, internally based upon the project requirement, they internally they got trainings and they converted to functional roles. So the course what we are training, it's a completely industry oriented, like a job oriented training. And once we log into the industry, now you can swim like anything. You can update, keep on yourself, and you can change. Like if you want to be a technical, you can, or if you improve functional learning internally, and you can move on to the functional as well. Okay. So there will be two types of roles mostly: techno-functional, functional, and technical consultants. So functional. Coming to functional role, functional consultants. Yeah, in the pay slips or your designation, it will be a kind of a consultant. Even though you are technical or functional, for all of them, the internally there will be consultant role only. During interviews based upon your resume summary, you need to expose, yeah, I am the technical consultant, I am the functional consultant, like that. But coming to the person, like I am working in a company called Oracle, and my designation is consultant, senior consultant. But it won't show anywhere in the documentation whether it is a technical consultant or a functional. If you look into the resume, then you can understand. So resume who is preparing? We only preparing. So functional consultants, technical consultants, techno-functional consultants. So a person who is able to understand the technical part, who is able to understand the functional part, functional setups, navigations, blah, blah, they can easily grab the understanding, and they can easily, those who are good with the technical part also, they can gather the requirements, they can able to develop, they can able to test with the users, both the things. Actually, there will be two parts. The functional consultants purely interact with end users, and they'll understand the requirement, and they'll document it, and they will hand over the document to the technical consultant to build that object. So that means a technical consultant is different, functional is different. But there are certain profiles like techno-functional consultants, where the consultant can reach out to the end users, and they can understand their requirement, and they can gather document, and they can do the configurations in the application setups, and they can share that business requirement document with the technical consultant. That means here they can develop themselves itself. That is one means they can able to write the requirements. They can able to develop. They are the developers as well as the functional consultants. So that's why we call it as a techno-functional consultant. In the market, for the techno-functional consultant, there is more preference with respect to package or job probability. Okay. So let me take an example of Kavita. Kavita already working as an end user on ERP. On ERP, same ERP, she is working as an end user. That means she is aware of the functionality. And she need to gather some configuration setups, how we can do. And if she learn a little bit technical, her profile will be techno-functional. What we are teaching is the same only for everybody. Techno-functional. In what area techno-functional? A person who can work for technical, a person who can do the technical developments, They can work for any module, even for finance or a supply chain or a HCM or CRM. Technical consultant. A person who can swim in one pond can able to swim in all the ponds. In the same manner, a technical person who can build report in finance area, he can build reports in all areas. Same technical knowledge. That's why technical person doesn't have a limitation for a particular area. Coming to functional consultants. Functional consultants are limited to a particular area. Like a finance functional consultant will be limit for finance modules only. So they cannot implement HCM or CRM or supply chain. A person functional consultant who is working as a HCM consultant, they are limit for those few modules like procurement and order management. Finance candidate consultant will be limit for like finance modules, but a technical consultant will connect to this finance or supply chain or HCM consultants, and they are ready to work for any with any functional consultants. Okay. For example, in earlier sessions, we might have gone through a template development. Like as per customer requirement, we are able to develop the design and develop the template. When you are able to design and develop the template for a journals module, same knowledge you can design the templates in CRM or HCM or supply chain or finance anyway. Okay. This is about job roles, how it will be, and under each job, what kind of work it can be. Okay. So this is about ERP, and within ERP, what are the Oracle ERPs, and what is our job role? Finally, it will be our profile. I'm a Fusion technical consultant, a techno-functional consultant, and I have produced many such kind of consultants. Same profile. What I am working, I used to teach what I am working, and I used to place them on the same profile. Okay, coming to packages and the job opportunities. If you see an example, see here 2 years of 5.5. This figure might be before lockdown. 2 years. Okay, yeah. Recently, coming to recent job 2 years, one of the student got a 9.5 lakhs. 9.5 lakhs. 2 years, 2 threes are 6. Now in the market, it is around 6. 2 years means into 3. Multiply with 3. Before lockdown, it was 2. And 5 years means 5 threes are 15. 15 plus like that packages. So these figures are somewhat old figures. And coming to yeah, packages are high and comparing with other things, and it's a cloud ERP and a new ERP, and job ratio, job probability also high. Job probability. Somewhere I have written a few. Yeah, if you see here, recent offers. 5 years, this guy Kishore got 13 lakh plus 1.5 lakh joining bonus. And this guy got 12 plus 1 lakh joining bonus. And Reddy Basha, 1 year he got 5 lakhs. And as for 3.5 years, 12 lakhs, 5 years, 16.5 lakhs, 3 years, 9 lakhs. So on average, you can imagine. 5 threes are 15, 3 threes are 9, and 4 threes are 12, 5 threes are 15, around it is 14.5. How the packages will be, the ratio. And Kavita, how the Kavita, are you there? Those who are trained on ERP, they can even move on enter as a end users also. If you see here, let me add one more job role. Business users or end users, we call it as end users. End users. So right now, Kavita is working as an end user, and she's planning to move on to a techno functional. So end users are like you can imagine it as a BPO, not a developer role. It's a routine activity or non-IT, you can consider it as the packages are, and comparing with these things, the end user role will have a less package. But even though with this knowledge, we can work as end users also. Assume that we are good with sales order creation in the application level in the Fusion, and or order management related or AP related transactions we are able to do. And there is a project needs end users for under payable or journals. So those jobs also, we are with this knowledge, we will be eligible for those jobs also. But I never moved any of my students to end user. So these are the profiles, job profile. Okay, coming back to course content, or let me tell you one more difference. Yeah, environments. You see here, our ERP, Oracle Fusion is a cloud ERP. Oracle Fusion is a cloud ERP, and cloud is available in three formats, like service as a software, platform as a software, and infrastructure as a software. Infrastructure as a software. So the product what we are working cloud ERP is SaaS, service as a software, and it doesn't require any DBA. It doesn't require much technical role, and more you need to concentrate is a functional role. You need to observe, and you can do personalizations. When the customer is procuring the cloud application in a SaaS mode, then they can go for personalizations, and they cannot customize the application how they need. How the application is as it is, they need to use that one. Like a ready-made shirt what we are purchasing in the mall. How it is available, we need to use that one. And coming to PaaS environment, where you can do your customizations. Infrastructure as a software, where they will give a replica on your own environment, and where you can do your customizations, enhance the application, you can develop the things. But coming to SaaS mode, you are not going to enhance, or you are not going to develop extra things. How it is available, you need to use that all. And small personalizations you can do. So most of the students what I placed on our profile. Our profile is SAS only, and all the people are working on the same. Okay. And coming to course content, the topics what we are going to cover over here. SQL is a prerequisites, and functionally we'll be covering a global HR. Like within global HR, what is the enterprise structure? Manage enterprise HCM information, manage legal entity HCM information, workforce structures. Within that, job creation, position, grade, location, departments, and reference data sets, and understanding the fusion data model, like understanding the employee creation or worker, or we call it as a person, and the data migration, and it's related report development. During report development, you need a technical knowledge on the how the tables got organized. So that we call it as a fusion data model, understanding the table structures, employee related transactions. So this and all comes under global HR. Global HR will go with more onto functional. I mean, it's a core area, and it will be linked to all other modules. Like a person who is going to create a PO, he will, once a PO got created for 1 lakh rupees, assume that a machine has purchased. So a notification will go to the next level employee saying that this procurement agent is planning to buy so machine and its cost is this much. So then the next level employee will approve it. The employee, finally, the person who is creating a PO and the person who is approving the PO, both are employees within the same organization. Employees within the same organization. And they have a particular job, position, a grade, location, department. So finally, even the procurement module, the global HR linked with all other areas, all other modules, finance modules, CRM. So it's a core area. Kitchen, for assume that in a building there will be a common kitchen. All entire building people can access that kitchen. Quite common. Assume that in a PG there will be quite common PG, common kitchen, common dining. So all room candidates can use these kitchen facilities. In the same manner, global HR concepts will be related or linked with all other modules. So that's why core HR, it's a global HR, global for all the modules. And also we'll be covering supply chain, SCM and finance area, like procure to pay and order to cash cycles, understanding the backend tables and underlying technical developments, what we used to develop, like developments means like data migrations, data loading from legacy to Oracle Fusion, like we need to load, assume that the client is migrating from an old ERP to the Fusion ERP. In the Fusion ERP, they need to bring their old all employee information to Fusion. So we need to load that bulk data. So that can be done using spreadsheet data loader or HCM data loader or payroll batch data loader. And finance and supply chain management, FBDI is the file-based data import. But HDL and PPL and spreadsheet data loader are global. Spreadsheet data loader is a global, and we will be using across all areas, like irrespective of HCM. all tracks we can use. But HDL is only for HCM area. PBL is payroll batch loader, is a data loader only for HCM, within HCM payroll module. And there is another data loading tool called file-based data import. It is for finance and supply chain management areas. So these are the data loaders available, and we'll be working with all these data loaders. And reporting part, coming to reporting part, BI Publisher is a reporting tool, and it is quite common for all the modules, all the areas. In HCM also, we can able to develop BIP reports. In finance and supply chain management also. In BIP reports, you need a prerequisite called SQL queries. You should be in a position to write, and you should be in a position to understand, identify the tables and joins, and build a query and use those queries to develop the BIP report. So about these BIP reports, I already taking a session is going on at 7:30. All of you can follow. Okay. And BIP reports can be used in outbound integrations. So currently I'm working for the past 6 months. I have been working in the same area, developing BIP reports for integrations and calling them in the integration is nothing but automations. And OTBI reporting tool, it's a reporting tool available in Fusion, and it's more user friendly. Even end users can also click and drag and design the reports. So it's a user-friendly reporting tool. Coming to BI Publisher, it need a little bit coding knowledge, SQL knowledge. And coming to HCM extracts. So these two tools like BI Publisher or OTBI reporting, these are the reporting tools, and quite common for all the areas, not limited for HCM or supply chain. These tools are available for all the areas. Coming to HCM extractions are meant only for HCM modules, HCM business objects. HCM extraction, that means HCM data only it can extract. Data extraction is nothing but reporting. We are extracting the data as per the customer requirement and generating output files. That we can do with the help of OTBI reports or BI Publisher or HCM extracts. But HCM extracts, the name itself shows that it is only for HCM. And FRS, Finance Reporting Studio, FRS reporting tool. And this is also a reporting tool for finance area. And BICC is a BI Cloud Connector. It is also a reporting tool. And SmartView also a reporting tool in Fusion. Okay. Next, going to here, Fusion customizations. Fusion application can be customized as per the client requirement, and these are the topics will come under that part. Like we can able to create a sandbox, and we can use the tools called application composer, page integrator structures. And common technical topics, those are like value sets, flex fields, lookups, working with ESS jobs. And coming to integrations like OS integrations, like SaaS integration options and PaaS features, understanding adapters, usage of REST endpoints, VBCS. VBCS, it's a different profile, but we are not going to use that. But what is VBCS? We should have some basic terminology on all these things. And designing integrations, monitoring integrations. We can show this. And coming to web services like SOAP and REST, Oracle has provided web services. With those web services, we can handle the application. We can call the application objects from external environment. Like from Java also, we can run our BIP report. From Java also, we can hire an employee in the Fusion application. Assume that there is a Java portal created for the client internally, and from that means third-party application. from third-party application also, you can reach out to the Fusion application with the help of web services provided by Oracle. There are ready-made web services available. We can use them for triggering, for invoking from the third-party applications. So to use or to identify and test web services in our local machine, we should have a tools called Postman and SOAP UI. So that is what I mentioned over here. See here, tools used in our profile. We may use SQL Developer based upon the client requirement and ADF DI plugin and Oracle BI Publisher desktop plugin for Windows and SOAP UI and Postman for working with web services and Notepad++. These are the tools in day-to-day we used to work with. So coming to documentation, we'll be understanding the functional. So finally, being a techno-functional consultant, we are in a position to understand the functional document designed by functional consultants, and we'll do the development and we'll write a technical document. And also we will be working with the test cases, unit testing, functional testing, and unit UAT. All these test documents also will be developing, will be working. So being a technical consultant, will be understanding the functional documents, will be writing a technical document, will be writing a test cases also. So how those documents will be, how we need to write it, that part will come under documentation. We'll be covering that part also. And personalizations, sandbox personalizations like page composer, page integrator, structures, personalizations and customizations, both. Like personalizing the customer pages. Oracle has given a page for creating a PO, and within that they need to capture additional information but not available, or we need to hide certain fields, and we need to make certain fields as a mandatory. Such kind of personalizations, page personalizations we can do with the help of sandbox, page composer. So this is about course content topics what we will be covering, and what our job role will be, and how the job probability, and the difference between broad application flavors like the SAS, PAS, IS. So with this, I'll be closing the session. If you have any doubts, you can. Sabiha, any questions?